Hey, and welcome back to our Skyblock playthrough. Today we're going to be hitting up a Nether fortress and seeing, hitting up a oh, a stronghold. The words. How do words work? I can do words. Honest, I know how to. I know how to English. Yeah, we're going to hit up a stronghold and we're going to see what loot awaits for us, and what we can get from there, what goodies are about, and there is something, especially in particular, that I am very excited to get my hands on from there. So for now, let's head back over to our main base of operations, and I just had to make a trip over to our mob switch to turn it off because our tools are in a pretty shambolic state, to be honest. So before we can do anything, we're going to need to go and fix some of these up. I mean, I need a pickaxe. So yeah, so let's well, we'll head over that way, but before we go, we'll grab some supplies for our little raid. The Harbinger, welcome in. Yeah, it's Loot Goblin Day, so we're going to go and see what we can get our hands on. And one of the things we're going to actually need is some cobblestone, because there's going to be some bridging. I'm going to take the stuff and then I'm going to go repair the tools because the end portal is over by there. We should probably take an ender chest with us as well. Probably don't need a flint and steel. Do we have a crafting? We do not have our crafting stuff in the ender chest, so let's make sure we've got that. We'll need a crafting table and what else do we want? We want a... One day I will learn the recipe for the stone cutter. I can never... Oh, no. Is it... Wait, it's not slabs, is it? It's either cobble or it's stone. And then we want an ingot. It's... So, oh no, the grindstone needs the sticks, doesn't it? Not the stone cutter. Let's put that back in there as well. Okay, so we're going to want some slabs to get around. We're probably going to be better off if we take some water in a bucket. Do we have any beds? Let's have a bed. Sorry, the mods are flaking out. So let's take this bed. Let's dye it a nice manly colour. Yeah, we have. I tweaked the sounds a bit. Do let me know if it's a bit noisy. But I realised that the Minecraft sounds were very quiet. So yeah, we do have. We've still got 4 cats, and then we have another one over here who is on creeper patrol. That one is a duplicate. Still got a few more to go though. A few more to go. Yeah, it's more if it gets noisy in other spots is rather than the cats. But yeah, I've been trying to keep track of things, and yeah, we're still missing a few of the cats. We need to find more dogs as well. Hopefully we get to tick something off this list. Stronghold in there? Actually, I've been negligent in our little in our to-do list. So we do have some. One thing I did do after the last stream, we now have mushrooms. We can go have a look at those in a sec. And we have a strider. We don't have two though, so we probably need more. We have the frogs, but we don't have them back at base. And same, we have a camel, but we don't have that back at base either. These will hopefully be a lot easier to get come the new release. But okay, don't have. We did the swamp hearts. Oh, we did the swamp hearts. Said no extra cats. We need more dogs. I'm gonna put Palok on there as that is now a thing. We need more farms. Do we have any extra farms? We do not have any of these set up yet. Okay, so let's put the book back. But yeah, I got the mushrooms. We built that platform last time. I left it alone. I came back about half an hour later, and we have the mushrooms. Does this skyblock let you make eggs? Do you mean as in the annoying drops that these guys keep making, or do you mean the actual spawn eggs? Because we can't get spawn eggs, but we can spawn the mobs the hard way and transport them via various walkways in the nether. Okay, what do we have here? So we want to put those into our bundle in here. That is a good amount of stuff. Keep an ender chest, a bucket of water, and a bed. This we will start to turn into slabs later. Torches would be sensible. Let's grab an extra cobble as well. Yeah, the mushrooms are pretty cool, and one of the best things about the mushrooms though is I don't think I've actually made one in this one. Let's get some wood. I did say that I'd sort of chopped down enough spruce trees. I probably never need to cut another one in the entirety of this playthrough, but we are going through them pretty quick. Yeah, the best thing about the mushrooms is, yeah, we can make a bowl. Let's put that in there. I really need the one. Is let me. There we go. Let's lose some hearts so we can actually use it. But we can just walk up to these guys. Boom, mushroom soup. Eat. Boom, more mushroom soup. So it's basically an infinite. It's an infinite food supply. Hi, Story. Welcome in. Welcome in. The boys. The bot is being temperamental today. I'm taking this out of your salary, Nightbot. You'll be docked precisely, I don't know, 30% of the zero I'm paying you for not doing your job. But yeah, we've basically got well, these guys can produce unlimited food, so if we are, we'll probably keep them and some bowls around in the long run in various places where we're just sort of pottering. Where's the? This is the rando chest. Okay. But yeah, so they are good for some food. We do not pay the bots. Okay, so what do we have? Yeah, I think we have the stuff we need. Oh, hang on. Let's. I am gonna be. There you go. Actually, yeah, 2 double chests. Do you think that's 2 double chests of goodies? Do you think that's asking too much? Do you think we're being a bit too optimistic there? Yeah. So here we are, back into the nether. We're going to grab our bow, and we're going to go down and use the gold farm to fix up our pickaxe and stuff. Oh, hang on. Actually, before we do that, let's head back this way a sec. So you can see why the pickaxe is dead. Oh. Because this is not the first time it's needed to be fixed since the last stream. Because as we have our mob switch now, and as we gave it its first successful test ride last week, this nether fortress is slowly disappearing. So, yeah, we carved away there. All of this was present. It's now gone. More back here. The whole top bit here, it's like there was at least an extra floor or 2 on the fortress over here. That's now gone. So we're slowly grinding this down to nothingness. And then maybe we'll put a blaze farm in around either this spawner or the one over there. The jury is still out on that. Oh. For now, but yeah, the fortress is slowly disappearing. Chocolate milk for from the brown cows. I mean, you could probably actually mod that in. Maybe I will just make sure that is off because it messes with fixing stuff. Just give one of these a little tap, upset the neighbors. That is a tiny amount of my pork chops. I seriously have more pork than I know what to do with. We can dine on swine forever in this world now. Yeah, the chests in the Hoglin farm are actually starting to overflow. It's gone. We have that many. I do need to create some butchers and get them down into the area underneath the Hoglin farm. I'm ever so slightly worried they might start spawning golems though, which we don't want. So golems would not be helpful to that farm. Let's clear all that out. Oh, no, helpful in offhand. There we go. Yeah, we've got some levels. I actually did manage to fall into the void, lose all my stuff again, and recreate it, and still score all of these levels in repairing stuff with our ongoing Nether Fortress destruction efforts. So let's put that in. Then we want silky, axe, spade, hoe, and then there we go. Okay, so all of our tools are in good condition. Torches, that was what I needed. Yeah, the we have about 9. I can't remember. I can't actually remember that. It's either 9 or we're closing on either 9 or 12 double chests of cooked pork chops and leather. Torches. So, do we have any pre-made around here? There's normally some somewhere in here. We do not. Okay. So let's take. It's 4 per. 4 per or 2 per. I can never. 4 per. Okay, 2 stacks. There we go. That's what we're after. So we've got some gear. Let's take a sword. Actually, let's take a sword and a bow. Just on the safe side. Do we want to swap to our good armor? I don't think we're gonna have. I don't think it's gonna be too bad combat-wise. Let's stick with the easier to replace stuff. Actually, I'm gonna leave the sword behind as well. We'll take both stacks of arrows. Let's go range. You can never have too many pork chops. I mean, the storage of pork chops is becoming a problem. I've literally find them in chests everywhere now. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe you can have too many pork chops. We need to come back to this at some point as well. As we need to convert this, we need to start breeding up our frogs, getting the different types, and well, breed up the frogs, get some tadpoles, and grow those up in the different biomes, so we can get a selection of, and then get them into the magma cream farm to act as to then effectively turn it into a frog-like farm. Actually, one last thing is I'm going to grab some obsidian. I'm going to grab a flint and steel. So I have a flint and steel over here. That would be helpful. No. Sorry, I am as organised as ever. I have actually not. Well, I did a bit of the Nether Fortress destruction, but I haven't actually been able to play much since Friday. So today is the first time I've actually logged in since before the weekend to this world. So which is why we are not tackling any of our large projects today. Is that yeah, 16 per nether portal if we want to do a 3x3. So we've got the stuff for the portal, we just need something to light it with now, which I think, if I nip back up, yeah, it's been a busy one at the moment. So hopefully we can actually pick up a project, and let's go make a new flint still. Yeah, hopefully we can pick up one of our projects and do some more work on that next week. So I am tempted to go do some more of the ice farm island and sculpting that out, building out the base of it. I don't know if you guys are up for that, or if maybe you're bored of the of the terraforming now. I realize it's a lot. There is a lot to do there, so I don't want to subject you guys to too much of the sameness each stream. So I've been trying to put some space between the streams involving that. But okay. So we have the stuff for the nether portal. The other thing that would be useful is armor. Actually armor stands. So let's which of these is it for the armor stands? That's the fancy slabs. But yeah, I don't want to subject you guys to too much of the sameness in each stream, so I've been sort of avoiding doing any trying to do too much on the ice island in one session, but I guess also for my own benefit. I guess I don't want to be spending weeks on end just going I don't want to spend too much time just doing that week in, week out either, so it's good to break it up. But yeah, we might go back and do a bit more of that in the next stream, or well, it depends. If my mods update, then maybe we can go look for the PAL forest, and I can upgrade, and we can go look for the PAL Gardens island. But as I'm going to make the jump straight from 1.21.1 all the way through to 1.21.5. Okay, so when we looked at this before, we mathsed it out, and we worked out that the end portal should be around here. Where is the... Okay, so I'm going to need some slabs for this actually. So we worked out the end portal should be about there. So we'll set up a portal this side, and we will Apologise. There's a lot of background noise at the moment. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but hopefully it's not coming through on the stream. But yeah, so we're gonna set up another portal here, ready, and then we're gonna go over and set one up in the overworld to correspond to this one. Let's put a regular block, torch, slab. We're in another waste, so annoying things can spawn here. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push. We'll whack some slabs in along the top. Let's do this, and then I think hopefully that will keep the piglins from spawning a lot and stuff. But we're in another way, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about the I'm gonna have to carry the silk touch pickaxe around with me now, aren't I? Yeah, we shouldn't have to worry too much about anything too bad spawning there. Got the caps and no ghasts stuff. It should just be the zombified piglins that spawn, and hopefully we've got enough light there to rule those out. Let's put these back in our bundle. Oh no, we need that to take out the ender chest. Okay, and then yes, that is our viewport, and this is the one that links across to where we bridged out from. So no, the clanging. Oh crap! What was that? What even hit me? What even hit me there? Wow. Oh well, there goes 1,000 levels. So it's a good thing I left the sword behind, right? Because I don't think we can recreate that with the books we have. I think there was something in there. I wasn't paying attention as we went through, and it, whatever it was, knocked me off. I don't think it wasn't phantoms. I don't know. Did anyone actually see what hit us? Okay, let's we've got nothing on us. Let's go and have a look. Let's go see if we can try and work out what killed us, and then we will grab some. I mean, I was fully expecting that to happen at some point today, just not until we actually not before we'd even got to the stronghold. So let's we have to recreate our armor now and our bow. I do have some bows from fishing and oh, okay. Let's sneak. Okay, what is in here? It's not. Oh, okay. Whatever it was, it looks like it's despawned. And it upset some magma cubes. Weird. Okay. Well, whatever it was, it's not there anymore. So let's yeah, the clanging is getting quite bad. I'm sorry. We have scaffolders working on the neighbouring building, and they have been quite quiet until now. But today it seems they're less fussed about the noise they're making. Give me 1 second actually, and I will try and quieten it down a little bit. Well, I've closed some curtains and stuff in the hopes that will soften the sound a bit, but yeah, they're not being as courteous today as they have been previously. What did I do? Wait, where's my boat? Did I shove it in one of these? Ah, it's there. Okay, so we need to make a boat. We need to make new armor. Actually, let's grab some arrows as well, 'cause we'll need those, and we need some obsidian. So, okay, 16 obsidian. Couple of stacks of fancy arrows. Did I literally just run off the edge? That's all right. That was dumb. Okay, so let's so we're gonna need some gear. How many emeralds do we have? Been a bit light on emeralds lately. Haven't really refilled on the rotten flesh either. This quick trading from the item scroller mod is so nice. Just being able to trade the entire, basically just keep repeating a trade until we're done with it. Okay, so we want a pickaxe. You. We want being able to favourite some of the trades as well. It's really nice. Will you take some more? Yes. Take you as well. Come on, give me pants, boots, yeah, there's a blast protection, fire protection. Okay, let's put these down. I need some more books. This is not what I was expecting this to do. I'm going to put hides and things in the one up here. So where's the paper recipe and then books. More paper. More books. Oh no, that is not leather. Okay, it's no, we're not ready to go again. Okay, so we're going to want some books from these guys. Feather falling. This guy's a bit more expensive, but I'm getting the mending books from this guy as well to try and level him up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mending books, 1 feather falling. We don't need anything new. You want an efficiency book. Silk touch. We don't want Frostwalker. And then this guy we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unbreaking books. I've run out of emeralds. Come on, have you guys unlocked? Yeah, normally I make both sides of the ball, but I don't know. Well, I haven't been doing that as much lately, but it's I don't feel like I feel like I heard a damage tick before we fell. I feel like something hit me. I just no idea what it was. Have we got anything else we can trade? Do we have any stuff to trade to the farmer? I've not been keeping on top of the supplies lately, unfortunately. Okay, dude, I need give me some emeralds. Could run the carrot farm a bit. Get some more stuff to trade with this guy. We only really need enough to get. Let's take another protection book. Is it late enough to sleep? If it's late enough to sleep, then we can maybe roll them around to another day. No. Could have been a glitch, or I don't know. I thought I heard I thought I heard a sort of a damage tick, but as I said, I could be wrong on that. I could be hearing things. Will you trade us again? Alright, do we actually have enough? Trade away most of our pumpkins. Okay, let's. One thing we can do is head down to. Oh, there is some more pumpkins here that we can trade. We'll have those. But we can head down to the gold farm and grab some of the stuff from there. Bring back some. We can bring back some rotten flesh and see if we can trade some more of that with the clerics. When we're out, we'll grab some food. Wait. Oh, the boat's in my inventory. Okay, we'll put all this stuff in, extra crap in the boat's inventory actually. So we just need 2 more protection books, and then we can. And some XP. Oh, okay. No. What am I doing? Where am I going? I've got turned around. No, I haven't. I was going in the right direction. What's going on there? Yeah, I mean the slabs I'm not worried about. The slabs I have plenty of. It's the armor that was a problem. I should have put a chest down and dumped the stuff in it before we went through. That was one mistake. Let's down here. That'll get us a few emeralds. And by the time we get back, hopefully we'll be in a position where we can get some more trades restocked. Oh. No, that's not what I wanted. Let's dump the emeralds in there as well. At some point, I want to put some clerics down this end so that I can. Oh no. Oh, the game is being very glitchy today. Did you see that? I got frozen in midair as I got out the boat. I'm not sure what's going on, to be honest, but we're a bit okay. We're hungry, so we're moving a bit slow, but while we wander along this corridor, make sure you stretch, have a drink, stay hydrated. Yeah, as I said, pork chops earlier. Pork chops we are. Oh yeah, yeah. 4, 8, 12 whole chests near enough of porky goodness. Let's eat some of these and we'll make sure we're fully stocked. Okay, then we'll get back to Okay, we should have had enough time now that we can sleep and roll around to the next day. Also, I think I probably should start making spare gear for when this happens. Wait, where's my, there it is. It's further up than I thought it was. Yeah, I probably need to make a couple of spare sets of gear just so that we've got it ready. Maybe that and a bunch of dispensers so I can just quickly, pressure plates, so I can quickly run in and re-gear automatically in a hurry. Yeah, I think the butchers is another option. I need to breed up a bunch of these guys and move them down, and they're just a pain. I guess I could move two. I can move two down and then get them to expand the population. Put some beds down there, which runs a risk of my blowing myself up, but at least, well, these guys would be fine though. Nothing more from you guys. I left the emeralds and the books in the boat, didn't I? But yeah, I think we'll probably have a bunch of them down there though, so that and then we have a button on the farm as well, so we can easily swap between. Okay, yeah, we just want 2 protection books. 2 protection books and we're done. I think we definitely have enough for 1 more. And then we just need the levels to combine everything and so on. But the gold farm will provide for us there. Okay, do we? No, come on. Have you guys refreshed your trades? Come on, none of you guys want to trade. What about you, dude? Okay. Okay, that's enough emeralds now. We are now flat broke when it comes to... we're now flat broke when it comes to our emeralds. So we will have to trade some of those away. Okay, let's put melons and pumpkins back in here. We're getting low on those. Okay, and then come on, you guys take the last of this crap. Okay, so we've at least got almost a stack there. We're going to need another flint and steel. Where did I put that? There's the steel, and we want the flint is over here. Yeah, this is why I've been thinking I might have to go to the end after all, purely because even though I've been avoiding it, and I want to raid the fortress, get the stuff from it, but I don't really want to go through to the end and fight the dragon just yet. But I do want shulker boxes, and I do want to build some proper storage. Okay. So the other things we had was some cobble. We need a bow. Okay, so we should. These ones are enchanted. What do we want? We want power 5, unbreaking. Oh, okay, we want unbreaking 3. power, flame. Oh, hang on. Power 5, flame, unbreaking 3, mending. Okay, looks like I actually combined a perfect bow before. Yeah, punch 2. Cool. First up. Boom. Bow sorted. Will I lose shulker boxes if I fall into the void? Yes. I will lose shulker boxes if I fall into the void, but shulker boxes will mean that my ender chest will go from effectively what 9, 18, 36 slots, is it? Oh, yeah, my ender chest will go from 36 slots to sorry, 9, 18, 27 slots to like hundreds, thousands. I'm not even going to do the maths on that, to be honest. But that will give us enough. But we'll be able to store a lot more in the ender chest. We'll be able to set up some proper storage. Yeah, so we're still regearing at the moment. So we've got mending and unbreaking. Mending and unbreaking. Why is it the other way around now? Okay. Unbreaking and mending. Unbreaking and mending. And one more. So what we've got head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and pickaxe. So we have protection for each of those, feather falling, and protection for the boots. Where is our sword? Let's take the actual gear for the farm. Tag one of those guys. Combine some more of these. So I think these two, these two. Oh well, we've got that's what we're now. Yeah, so yeah, I wouldn't take the shulker boxes with me so much, but I would use them for. I would use them to expand the ender chest capacity. and I would also use them for the storage system itself, so that when we have our storage, so instead of storing like stacks of iron, we'd store shulkers of iron, things we're going to get a lot of. So the same for the stone, we've got chest upon chest upon chest of stone and cobble. Those we'd instead use shulkers for, and same for wood. So we'd have chests for like our stairs and all that sort of business. We'd store the stairs and the fences and all that sort of business and slabs as just stacks, but I think shulkers for the actual raw material, so then we can consolidate down a lot of what we've got in the storage already. We'll need less space. And then we can redstone it all up to make sure it's automatic. Okay, so we can have our those still need soul speed on them actually. These actually let's I should have named that at the same time. Okay, we've got the t-shirt back. Yeah, the shulkers are really handy for inventory management. Effectively, it allows you to store like what, 27 times? Is it 27? Yeah, 27 times the space you would normally have. So anything coming out of farms and whatever, we can just put into shulkers. And then we don't have to worry about how much. So like all this rotten flesh down here is a nightmare to transport. If that was all getting packed up into shulker boxes, then we could just grab a few, run across, and we'd have emeralds for days. From the clerics, the same with the gold. It'd be a lot easier to get that down to the bartering farm. What do we? So what is actually? That's done. Those are done. Handstone are doing, okay. These are our shorts. Oh, they are being incredibly noisy outside right now. I hope that's not too bad for you guys. It's coming through too loudly. It's actually quite deafening here. Hopefully this is not going to be going on for too long. So we've got that's pretty much back to where it was, and then we just need to redo our pickaxe. So I think, which way around is this going to be cheapest? Okay, we'll take that. A few more levels and we should be good to go. Make sure we don't put anything important in there. We'll never see it again. Yeah, I mean the worlds are big, but I don't really want my storage to be the entire world. I want my storage to be like compact and organised, so the shulkers will definitely come in handy there. And what we'll do is we'll set up some sort of I've already worked out where the storage hall is going. I just need the pieces to build it now. So shulkers are one part. Another part is we're going to need a load of redstone, so the witch hut needs to happen for that. Okay, let's okay, hopefully that's enough for us to finish our pickaxe. That way around. Okay, cool. And this was silky. Okay. We are now back to where we started. Just considerably less levels. Okay, so we want an ender chest. What did we actually have? So we had our bow, arrows, flint and steel. Sitting for a portal, flint and steel to light it, and an ender chest. Okay. That's our bow, that's our pickaxe. Oh, that's where the arrows were. Okay, yeah, we've re-geared. And we'll get some swift sneak later. Oh, we had a bed as well, didn't we? We should get a bed, otherwise we're going to have to deal with phantoms, I think. Or do I have a bed through here? Let's crouch just walking through. Keep us safe. I don't have a bed here. I think that portal is technically spawnable though, so we can get mobs the other side. We need to put some armor stands was the other. Okay, let's go back. We'll get a bed. We'll get some armor stands so that we can spawn proof the portals. And then we will head back. Okay, so bed, some armor stands, and then we're done. And we can actually make a start on this. Here you go. An hour into stream and we still haven't actually started what we were aiming for. Can you have a bed in the nether? You can't have a bed in the nether, but you can have a respawn anchor. Respawn anchor is made with crying obsidian. It's basically the nether equivalent, but you have to charge it. And you charge it by putting glowstone into it. And for each level of charge it has, it will respawn you once, up to 4 times. And then once you've run out of, and then it stops working after the. I think the peonies do the same diet, don't they? Yeah. Oh, we get extra dye from that one, okay. We've done that in here for now, and then the other one was we wanted armor stands, didn't we? So, Do we have any more smooth stone? 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's make 12 armor stands. Okay. Oh, actually, you mock saying milk and butter, but that did remind me we wanted a bucket of water as well, just in case we need to do any vertical traveling. And actually, with that in mind, do we have redstone? That's random useful things. Okay, and then some chests. Okay, let's try this again. Take 2, everyone. Take 2. So, when it comes to the when it comes to making the when we put this up on YouTube, let's like, hey, welcome in. We're about to start the stream. We have not in any way fallen into the void, lost everything, and spent an hour trying to get all our crap back together. We're just going to go straight into this, and it's all going to go well. And yeah, we'll basically cut it from there, and boom. Oh. No one will know. No one will know what about the incompetence that's happened so far. Boom. Okay, let's come on. Let's go and sort this out. Yeah. Once we get our witch farm going, we'll probably actually set up a few. We'll probably make more use of respawn anchors, because the witch farm will give us a steady supply of glowstone, which is something we don't particularly have a great amount of at the moment. And with the glowstone, we'll be able to charge the respawn anchors, and we can just sort of effectively we can put one next to every portal. So as we can always make sure we respawn safely back in the Nether, which is a weird thing to say actually. So, do not need these sticks. Okay, let's head through. First things first. Okay, oh, it's a sunny day. Okay. Wait. What did I do with the armor stands? I am losing my mind, chat. I'm losing it. I'm going absolutely bananas. Okay, fine. No, I can spawn proof portals later. We're not going to worry about it. It'll all be fine. It'll all be fine. Let's grab the stone cutter for a second, and we'll turn half a stack of these into slabs. Okay. And first up, let's health and safety. Health and safety. We'll put a little roof on each side as well, so just in case come out, not have to worry about any phantoms. Right. And maybe we set our spawn here. Okay. Actually, no. We'll take the bed with us. We'll set our spawn over the other side. Torches. Torches was the other thing I needed. I think I do have some in the ender chest. Yes. Yeah, not many, but hopefully enough. Okay. Yeah, so one side didn't have anything there. There was no flooring, no extra flooring, no railing. So I think when I came through, there was something on the side with the flooring, and that knocked me back and sent me flying into the yeah, and that sent me flying back into the abyss and the void, and that's what killed me. What is that portal? That's quite close. Normally they're not quite as visible. I guess we have come quite away from that. Okay, so we're gonna head over here. Here's the mangrove island. At some point we should probably come and tear that down. You can see our ice island actually over there in the distance. I'm looking forward to, I mean, I say I'm avoiding the elytra, but having an elytra would mean that I could tear down a bunch more of these structures that are sort of littering the skyline, which would make our actual build stand out a bunch more. Ooh. Just switch into Savannah. The way the sky actually, the color. Did you all see this way the sky just got far more vivid a blue as we moved into the Savannah there. And yeah, and then back into a river biome it's gone back to its normal colour. I know, I don't think I've ever paid enough attention to notice how much the sky changes there. I wonder if that's just the shaders or a real thing. Oh no, sorry, that's not our that's not the ice island. That there is the frog island. I'll start thereof, and there's our 2 witch hats over there in the distance. What is? Oh yeah, that's our home base over there in the distance. These the low poly sort of models from Distant Horizons are a bit jank at times. I would use Bobby mod. The system can take it. It just does not seem to work in single player. So maybe I should move this world to a server just so I can make use of that. Okay, so here we go. So I thought I actually ran the water column down from this already. So it's a good thing we did bring the water, otherwise we would be a bit stuck. Okay, we're going to put water in there. We'll descend down. Then we want to put a block at the bottom. Okay. There we go, that's contained now. Alright, so we are above the end portal. Oh, I spy. How are we going to get down there with our water? Do we, if we take this out, are we going to get, will it get over there? It will not. Do we just cheese it and go straight in above? Oh no, there's lava down there, isn't there? And I probably don't want to turn all of that. It's turning night. Can we sleep yet? No. Okay, so I think first up, I'm going to jump over to that, over to those stairs. And then I'll bridge across and set up a ladder. So let's put everything important in there. We'll keep some slabs and that. And a chest here as well. Come on. Let's wait up. Oh, damn it. There are silverfish down there. And other things. You're really not going to let me sleep. Okay, we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to do this at night then. There's silverfish in there. We should be able to punch a silverfish to death though, right? Yeah, this is one of the few spawners in the game though, so I think we might try and keep it intact if we can. I'm not sure what we'll do with it, but I think if we light up the spawner the same as anything else, it will. Okay. If we light up the spawner the same as anything else, it should work. It should work like any other spawner, right? Oh. Get out of here. First up, a safe way down. Torch. I did say a safe way down, right? So let's put. Okay. We have a way up and down. Let's put this away. We're gonna lose the sword, aren't we? It's gonna happen. Put this here, but okay. Oh. If I get killed by silverfish, I'll never. Oh no. You guys, this is just not on. You can't let the lava out. Okay, will that disable them? This is annoying. We have no idea what blocks they haven't destroyed now. What are those? Those are the most some of the most annoying mobs in the game. They're called silverfish. They serve absolutely no real purpose other than to be annoying. They infest other blocks. So they bury into other blocks, and then when you kill something near it, when you kill one near it or you mine the block, they sort of erupt out of the block. Shit. No, 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 no. Oh. Crap. Did we just lose our... Okay, our sword is fine. Did we just lose the pickaxe? You little... I think we just lost our pickaxe, didn't we? Where did that come from? I've got the torches, but... We just made that pickaxe. Okay, well we can make use of this one for now. Let's try and repair the lava down there. Actually, let's put more torches around the spawner as well. Oh no, the torches are in my hotbar already, aren't they? Yeah, see, it's still spawning them. Even with the torch. Can we not disable this? It did just spawn. Try and tidy up after these guys. Yeah, every time you mine the blocks these guys are in, they will erupt out, and so will neighbouring ones. They're based off bookworms. Okay, well they are. I guess bookworms are also annoying. Okay, oh, they're still spawning. Yeah, see, when you hurt one near it, they start to spawn. Oh crap! No, 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 no. No, no, no. I'm not dying to silverfish again. Oh crap, they're up the top there as well. Okay, this is not going well. Okay, pickaxe is fine. I think they might have infested this entire... Get rid of that. That should hopefully stop things from getting up the ladder. Okay. Oh, sorry. I was chatting, and I didn't actually greet you all. Hi. Welcome in today. Okay. So if we let's be a little bit cheeky. So if we look around, so this is all stone bricks, mossy stone bricks. So they can't actually infest slabs. So these are all fine. But okay, these are fine. Yeah, so this one here, for instance, has a silverfish in it. Oh, where are you coming from? Oh crap, there's loads of them in there. No. Okay. I think we're gonna have to take the spawner out. That's what's gonna happen. Food. Okay. There are other strongholds, so if we do need a silver fish spawner for something, we can use that. But yeah, just look how many blocks are missing now because of these guys. They bury in, and then any kind of oh crap! I'm gonna kill myself at this, right? They bury in, and then any kind of disturbance sort of sets them off, and they destroy the blocks. So we're at risk of being spleefed to begin with. And yeah, that one just went into the block down there. So I think we're going in. We put down that. We're gonna actually destroy the spawner. And then we have to try and figure out what is safe around here. Yes, that one had a silverfish in. That's a normal block. That one has a silverfish in. It's infested. See, as we break one, the neighbouring ones all go with it. These are fine. Oh, that one has one. Here as well. Okay, here. I mean, at least they're just falling into the void at this point. Oh, thanks for joining, sorry. I mean, I hope the deaths made it worth coming for. So that one has one in. Ah, crap. Nearly fell off the side there. That was not very clever. How am I having so much trouble with silverfish? This is, these are like the most trash mob in the entire game. And I'm actually struggling with them. This is embarrassing. I use potions to turn these guys into XP farms normally. Just how much of this is actually infested as well? I haven't infested anything on my ladder yet. There. Let's just reinfest a different block immediately. Yeah. I mean, we have lava going everywhere now. Thanks to these things. Okay, I think most of over here is safe now. Floor is still. See, there's one there. And it's jumping into another stone as soon as we destroy the one it's in. Looks like. Okay, we'll try to at least make this a little bit safe. Okay. We're making some progress. We're slowly clearing things out. We should, and then we'll set up our portal over here, and we should have a good spot for traveling to and from the end. Okay, let's take our stone cutter. So we'll put that in, close that off. Actually, have to figure out where we want the portal. I might sort that out now. So I might put it in the entranceway here. I think for now at least that's probably a good spot. At least they can't infest the obsidian, right? So we'll go around there. Okay, along the bottom there, and we'll go up the side. Oh shit. Get off the side. Oh, wow, I jumped there and nearly dropped my pickaxe. That actually gave me a jump scare. a literal jump scare from bloody silverfish. All right, let's top of the port wing. We'll run the ladder back. Take these bars out, and then we can light this up. At least then we're going to have a path back and forth to the nether. Alright, let's get the flint and steel, and if our maths from the other week is correct, then this should link up to the one that we created just now. Wait, what? That is not what we wanted. Oh crap. Guys, we are in the gold farm. We should have connected to that portal. That portal should have connected to the portal room, and somehow we've ended up on top of the gold farm. This is actually risky because we could get ghasts here. Let's hope the piglins have forgiven me for the using them for XP earlier. Because we now need to... Damn it, and I'm going to have to come and tidy this up as well. Damn it. Okay. We've got stuff to come fix over here now. So we need to... I'll make a run for the middle there. Get up onto the top. Get out. Before anything can... So we should then go up onto here. Okay. So we need to go fix that. Why did the portals not connect? And what are we actually going to do about getting back to... okay, so I took the coordinates of the other one, plugged it in, and it claimed that it should have been over here. when we did this before. So where does this take us? This takes us bloody miles away. Okay. So it turns out we mathed that quite badly. We're going to need another portal then. We have to relocate this one. Hopefully if we build one over by where the... over closer to the gold farm, the portals will connect anyway. Won't be exact, but they will hopefully be close enough that we get a good connection. We still haven't managed to get any of the loot we actually wanted from the stronghold. Okay, let's come on. Let's a bit safer. That. So where did our portal actually spawn? It was over here. Which makes sense because initially we headed towards the farm here. So if I come over here, yeah, it spawned up there. So if I come out this side, are we going to connect? This stream has been a series of screw ups. It seems. I was like, okay, yeah, well, let's go raid a stronghold. How difficult is that going to be? We've done another fortress. It's like there's nowhere. We've done like another fortress. We've done some other dangerous stuff. There's no way that the stronghold is going to be that bad, right? Nice, easy raid. No real risk to life. Be nice and easy. In, out, in, grab the stuff. Set up our portal for the end portal, and boom, done. What could be easier? Turns out, pretty much anything. Okay, at least we still have the flint still. Okay, let's try here. Is this going to get us? Is this going to link to where we wanted? Okay, yes. So we've got a link one way. Go for it again. Do the opposite way. Okay. And do we get that on all sides? Go for this side. Okay. Okay, so I think, yeah, we're well linked now. Let's actually go raid this place and get some loot. That was the plan. We have done a bad job of it so far. We'll sleep because we're not gonna do this in the dark. Okay, so Mr. Creeper over there. if you would, kindly delete yourself from the world. Okay, let's explore. What have we got here? We've got a room here. Okay, nothing in here. Let's light this up, make it safe. Actually, we probably want to put some lights on the ceilings as well. Probably also want to actually light this up. Otherwise, we're going to come back and find this place crawling with mobs. Okay, that's a light. That's safe. Let's grab some ladders so we can actually get up on top of things. Alright, so now that we're done with the silverfish fueled death loop, what we're really after here is the cobwebs. So we need to get to there or there. We also want to try and grab some of the chests as well. So try and get to those, and hopefully we can get some trims. We can get some fancy snacks in the form of golden apples, and we can get some cobwebs, because the cobwebs are the real prize here for Skyblock World. In that they are this is one of the few sources we're going to have to be able to get our hands on them in the game. Okay, so this is all safe. Nothing, no spawnable space here. Yeah, and those cobwebs are going to help us with a bunch of redstone stuff later. Put those as bottom slabs, haven't I? Okay, this is safe. This is not. I can just see mobs falling into the void around me. It's unsettling. Let's go grab a pickaxe. Maybe we'll bridge over from this side as well. We'll leave a gap so no mobs can follow us over here. Pickaxe. Okay, let's take the armor as well. We should be safe now. Don't have any shears. That's we should probably get some. Let's continue our exploring for now. We should hopefully be okay for the time being. Can we put a torch there? Cool, that's safe. Take these out. They were not where we wanted them. We'll have to go back for some shears at some point, but for now I think we're safe. We should be okay for now. Okay, so there's doors to oblivion around here. If we go there, connect up. Is there Are there any mobs here? No, they've just all fallen into the void. Okay. So we'll put a torch down there. What's up here? Oh, stairs to oblivion. Get over here. Drop a torch to light this area up. And we'll head over this side as well. Light this up. Okay, well, it's getting safer. Can we reach over there? No. Stairs to nowhere like the Winchester Mystery House. I'm not sure I'm familiar with that one. There is a chest there, so let's set ourselves up a little path. Can we reach the chest from here? Oh, okay. Gold and a saddle and some iron leggings. Not the best loot. Look it up. It's an interesting story if you like spooky things. Can't say I'm that much of a fan of spooky things. I think my problem is that I am a lot more messed up than the people that make up the spooky stories, and therefore they don't tend to work very well on me. My level of my level of crazy outpaces theirs. Are we spawn proof over here? Let's put a torch just to be sure. Okay, so nothing much there. Oh no, I wanted a place to step over here. Okay, there's some spawnable spots over here. So let's. Is there anything in there? Let's put the torch down. Let's climb up. Oh, we have another chest there. Okay, nice. Oh, actually, and another one over there. Just oh, got some apples and a pickaxe. Not great loot, to be honest. Not great loot. Okay, we do have another chest here. Some coal. Coal is a hard resource to get our hands on at the moment, so we won't say no to some of that. Okay, this one is, this over here is all spawnable. We can spawn proof the top. I think we spawn proof the insides. Okay, we are. Oh. Getting closer. We are going to start getting spawns soon, though. Is there anywhere around here we can actually... I think we need to come back with some water to get under some of these structures. So like we can see that there is no... all the cobwebs are on the ground floor of the... Oh, apparently we have a slime chunk around here somewhere. Let's light that up. So I'm not sure where that spawned from. I think this bit is safe, but we'll go over and we'll light it up. Oh, and we need to go back for some more slabs. Yeah, this is we would have got a sniper skeleton around here somewhere. Let's bridge out over. Oh, we don't have any bridging materials. Okay, let's head back to the portal. And we can grab some of the goods, some more materials. I think I probably want to tear most of this down as well in the future. How do we get back to... here we go. And that one we emptied. Now we need to be careful that there's nothing. Okay, so those are spawnable, so we need to get over there on our next run and clear out any spots. Yeah, I think there's a lot of spawnable space around here. We probably should clear out one skeleton, and we could end up finding ourselves in the void. Go down here. Navigate back to the portal. Yeah, I think I want to tear down most of this area, and then I might try and make some sort of fancy. We lose more silverfish. More blocks of the silverfish. Sorry. This is it's not helpful. Okay, let's clear out some of this junk. We want the ladders. Let's take 2 stacks of the slabs this time, and we'll take some actual blocks as well. We'll sleep the night away. Yeah. So I think we need 2 things. So let's head back. Let's head back to the base. We need a pair of shears. First up. Actually, let's fix that hole in the bottom here first, because that's going to get us in the end. We're going to get some shears, and we're going to get some water. Another bucket of water. and that we can use to then get underneath some of these structures and start to put down a bit of a floor where we can start to yes, how many eyes do we need for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. But as I said, we're not going to go to Nether today, but the portal is here and ready when we need it. I need to figure out how we're going to connect this up. I think it's going to be easier to come off of this one than that tunnel. So I will do some proper maths, figure out the let's put the debug screen away. Actually, we've had that on for a while. Yeah, I'll do some maths, figure out where that portal should actually be. Hopefully I'll do the maths correctly this time. And then we will try and bridge out to a spot for it. It looks like it might actually make for a good stop along the way to the witch farm. Still need to actually work out where the witch farm portal needs to live. I think what I may end up doing there is having it spawn. I'm in two minds as to whether or not I spawn it over where the killing chamber for the witch farm is going to be, or on the Frog Island. I think the killing chamber is probably going to be the more sensible place to put it. So actually, maybe we'll keep these portals temporary for now. And once we figured out the witch farm, then we'll figure out where the other we'll figure out where the portal should be, and then we'll figure out the tunnels and stuff later. So okay, let's go grab some iron for the shears. Let's take a few pairs of shears. So we want shears and we wanted water. I mean, there was water over there that we could have probably eventually made our way over to, but we'll just take this and we'll go back down to where we were. When I come to actually finalize this part and sort out real storage, I need to find a solution that doesn't involve constant clicking when the farm is not in use. So let's go claim our prize. Our prize is the cobwebs. Let's probably gonna need a bunch of these actually. I'll keep 2 stacks as regular. Gonna need our torches. take the bow as well. Where are we heading? So I think this is probably the easiest one for us to get to. We've already got mostly the way over there. We did see that some of this was actually spawnable when we were on our way back, so I think we want to try and be careful of that. The last thing we want is to be sniped into the void. We do the sniping around here. Can't actually see. Spawnable. Oh, I think it was over here, wasn't it? It's these things. So let's get up top here. Yeah. So if we bridge out from here. Oh, should have brought a pickaxe. Come on, I'm not running all the way back for one. Oh no, that's why it wasn't even the right block, chat. It wasn't even the right block. I am not. Oh, okay. So there is a slime chunk over there somewhere. So maybe we could put a slime farm over here. Though we do have a lot of slime chunks around our base, so I think it's probably going to be better to just use one of those as a slime farm, but okay, so gave ourselves a bit of a staircase here. Do need to sort of get down. Do we need to get down to that lower level? We could ignore the downstairs for now. We can cross over to here. Actually, maybe the bottom of the stairs puts us at a good level to let's bridge out over to that side, and then yeah, I think we'll go down those stairs, and then we'll use that to get down underneath the library. So if we bridge over here, okay, all safe, no spawnable space. Okay, yeah. All right. Let's put a slab there just in case. And then we can get up here. Okay, so now we can see the library itself. There is normally a chest up here, right? What do we get? Oh, eye armor trim. Okay, that's not bad. We'll be back for these with an axe for these books, I think. Yeah, now we need to get underneath. We need to get underneath this structure. Okay, so that. I think this is the actual entrance. feel like we're one block too high here. That's the problem. Oh, it's getting night. I think this is all lit up. Alright. Let's have a quick look up the top here. Yes, we're should be safe. Okay, so let's what is below us? Nothing. Okay, so if we put that down, we want to go under some blocks down. Okay, now we can start to expand out. Here we go. This is the treasure right here. There are just mobs everywhere I look. I don't think I think this is fairly spawn proof though, so we should be safe. Oh, here. These though. The cobwebs are our goal here, but they are incredibly annoying. Here we go. First cobweb of the world. So these are going to come in handy for a lot of our farms. We'll be able to use them to align things. We should be able to build a farm to get more of them as well in the future. So once we have them, they become renewable. Let's take that out. We are going to want to come through this place with a silk touch axe and collect all of these bookcases at some point, because we can use these for decorating, and potentially if we want to create a second enchanting area somewhere, and then we won't have to spend we won't have to spend any of our non-existent emeralds after today's kerfuffles on new on bookshelves. Considering we still have to go back and make a pick, so that's going to be my. I was wondering what I was going to do this afternoon. It turns out I'm creating a pickaxe and farming emeralds. Okay, let's get these ones. Ah, yes, these are going to be so useful. So the great thing about spider webs is, just as they slow us down, they also slow down any other entity that passes through them, including items. So if you remember our mob farm back at the base, we have a convoluted contraption with a trapdoor with a trapdoor and a clock to group the items together, so that the item collection works. So no more of that. None of that anymore. We can replace that whole contraption with one cobweb. which will give us, and the same when we come to do our gold farm, we'll want something similar there. So our gold farm, we're probably going to end up with like 3 dispensers pointing into a cobweb as part of our, as the first leg of our collection system. And we can actually use these in if we put these in the brewing stand, we can make a potion that means that if we then use that on a mob, when it dies, it will randomly spawn more cobwebs around it. So if we combine that with a mob, with some sort of mob farm, we should be able to get a good number of cobwebs in the future. Here we go. Okay, so we've got we've put a floor under most of this now. We're almost there. Oh, a couple more cobwebs. Okay, so I can reach up there. Oh, we nearly lost that one to the void. There are so many bookshelves here. This is going to be so... This would have been so handy when we were building our enchantment area. And ironically, it's right by where we put the final enchantment area as well. Well, the temporary home of the final enchantment area. Everyone decided to connect to your Wi-Fi at once. As in, people who are welcome and given permission to use your Wi-Fi, or just unwanted users? Because there is passwords for that. I am very protective of my Wi-Fi. I have far too many Wi-Fi networks set up in such a small apartment. But effectively, there is the guest network, there is the main network that all the TVs and other internet connected crap is on. Then there is a separate network just for my gear that I actually, like my laptop and such, that I actually trust. Which means that effectively whenever we end up with like an internet connected toaster or some crap in the flat and being compromised, that no one can actually get to my stuff. And I have buttons that can turn all of those networks on and off at will. Here we go. Cool. Okay, so that's our first library raided. Do we want to try and do the other one? We've got about another 30 minutes of the stream, so I think we could probably do the other one as well. I I think we have the time. How are we going to get over there though? First, let's go do something about that spawnable spot over here. Let's bridge out. Look at all the mobs down there. There's so many. We have Enderman as well. Which means we have to be careful where we're looking. Okay. And iron, so we probably could have raided this place without going back. We could have got some more shears. And I realise now that I did make myself a ridiculous number of shears. What's the layout over there like? Let's. Okay, well we've emptied this chest. I think we want to probably approach from there. So let's head back over that way. This way first. Is there anything over here that we need to be getting from down the bottom there? There is a chest, so we probably want to get down to that. I think that's the entrance way there. So I think that's the actual entrance to the stronghold. We just started at the end, because why not? Yeah, we literally started at the end with the end portal. Okay, how do we get back to our stuff? Is it this way? Wow, this is actually a maze. I mean, this is not the route we had, but there's no real reason why we couldn't bridge from here over and give ourselves a slightly easier route. Okay, and then we'll span this out a little bit. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do in the long run though is I'm probably going to put some sort of island in here, and then we'll incorporate the end portal into that and make it some sort of we'll make it fancy. We'll give it some, maybe we'll put some spikes, some sort of curvy sort of claw things around it or something. I'll have to have a think as to what we do design wise, but yeah, I think we're gonna probably turn this into some sort of little weird shrine or temple. No, listen, didn't want to come here. Let's go put our loot in the chest up top. Yeah, so I think this will become some weird sort of shrine island thing. And then I think I will, from there, I will have a... how many cobwebs is that? 10, 9... 20. $38. That is it's some bad contrast there, right? I really can't see how what the number says with the texture behind it. But that's not too bad. We've got some junk as well. We've got our eye armor trim, a bit of paper and stuff. Let's take our bridging materials and we'll go back on another. Okay, we didn't need that. We didn't need that many shears. I made far too many of them. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna. We'll probably turn this into a fancy custom island as well, similar to the where we have our other stuff. We'll put a fancy sort of base on it. Tear out a lot of the other crap around here. All of this as well. We might put another bridge we might put a bridge into a separate portal island. Kind of have something on par with the one that we have in the ice biomes. Okay, where are we going to from here? Over to this thing. So actually, can I get a? Okay, yes. So if we take this slab out, we can then put some stairs in. That'll give us a way down to the actual floor instead of crawling across the rooftops. I did not like to. Okay, so then we could put. Bit of a floor here. I think this is actually the dungeon cells. Okay, so then if we bridge over from here, yes. Okay, so we'll be able to get to these stairs. Let's drop a torch. Okay, yeah, and it's from here we can probably bridge out that way to get to the goodies there. But we should also be able to. Here we go. Something fell. Here we go. We'll put some bits on the side here. Let's get up here, check that everything is spawn proof. We can get into the library upper floor here, and let's check the sweeping edge 3. Or if yeah, that's not a bad one. Impaling, okay. Another eye armor trim, some books. Curse of Vanishing Protection 3, garbage. But not the worst. I'll tell you, here is a story. We were talking about Wi-Fi earlier. Here is a story that for you all. Pro tip: when you're dating someone and you've been dating them for a while, spending a lot of time at each other's houses, etc. Pretty much like space in each other's closets, like all of that sort of that sort of stage of a relationship, right? Don't leave them on the guest Wi-Fi, and actually at that point, at least give them permission to one of the to a network that sounds like it's the main home one, because yeah, that you get yourself in a spot of trouble for that sort of stuff. Yeah, as someone that even at even years ago when I was living with my parents, I would connect them to the guest Wi-Fi in the house that, well, I guess the house that they paid most of the bills in. I would still connect them to the thing. So when I initially started dating after having my own place, that was just how I carried on. It turns out that a lot of people take offense to being on the guest network after the relationship has progressed past a certain point. And you can get yourself in a lot of trouble that way. Well, I mean, it's serious. It's serious. It's a serious thing, though, right? It's like, okay, it's like I trust this person enough to. I trust this person enough with a door key, but do I trust them enough to let them onto the network with all of my personal infrastructure? See, I mean, that's a whole different level of trust, right? Yeah, love is being able to let someone loose on your private network without worrying about your information security. That's them's the real stakes, right? It's like till death do us part, all that sort of jazz. None of that's got a stickler on like here is the password to my private Wi to the private Wi-Fi. Here we go, some more cobwebs. I really want to come back here now and take up all of these bookshelves. Just to see. Oh, hang on, extra check. Got sharpness 3, density 4, another eye armor trim, some more books, some more paper. Oh, an empty map. I don't think we've actually mapped anything in this world yet. I forgot there could be. Did we miss a downstairs chest in the other library? Oh, we nearly missed that cobweb. Did we miss one of these in the other? Oh, one there. In the other library? You didn't even get a computer until after you got married, because we need that because DSL became a thing and we were cord cutting before cord cutting was even really a thing. Yeah, God, I mean, I still remember having a permanently connected dial-up connection. And then any time a new Linux version came out, like and I mean that as in an actual Linux version, not not a euphemism, as it's often used. But yeah, like having servers running Slackware Linux way back when, and having to wait like sometimes days for the things to download, which I think is why I use Slackware, because it was so tiny compared to everything else that it could actually be downloaded in a timely fashion. And then, yeah, the UK was a late bloomer for ADSL, so I then kind of went straight to cable at that point, to fiber to the cabinet. How do we get back over there? Okay, go this way. Can we get closer to things from here? slabs. We can at least put some torches down over this bit. So we were getting a lot of zombies over here. Let's try and get back to the other library. We'll just give it a quick once over, make sure we didn't miss anything. Actually no. Let's go drop our stuff off because we've got another 27 cobwebs here. I think it is. So that means we'll have a good amount. Oh yeah, so we've got stack and one. We have a lot of books. We have some trims, a map. Let's get some more slabs. I'm curious if we can get down to that. Get cleanly down to that part now as well, because that would bring the exploration to a close, and we'd have I think we would have looted most of it at that point. Oh, let's eat because we have no stamina. You hated dial-up at your home. Yeah, I see. So we, our phone provider, way back when, actually got in contact and was like, "Hey, we can see you have a bunch of." Because oh yes, we did miss one. Okay, so another trim and some paper. Yeah, they got in contact and were like, "Hey, we can see you're using a lot of connections to because what we used to have a lot would in the UK was there was a bunch of providers that did free phone internet access. So it'd be a free phone number, and then you had to run a client with ads, and they'd only work for a few hours a day or so and stuff. But so we had I had a few of those that I would rotate through. But they phoned and were like, okay, we're looking for beta testers for our. Well, the phone company was looking for beta testers for their own internet service. So if you sign up, they did us a deal on a second line. So we had a always on dial-up connection. Where we mostly just paid for the second line, to be honest. Which took away any of the fights and the annoyance of someone picking up the phone while you're actually on the internet and messing everything up. Oh, sorry folks, bear with me 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, and we are back. Okay, where were we? We were trying to make our way over to there. Although I'm also curious if there's any treasure to be had in the rest of it over that direction. Yeah, not sure why there was a disturbance there, because oh, sorry, it was a parcel being delivered, but we do have our building has a post room, so normally all the post goes there, and no one can actually be bothered to bring it up to. No, they even if we're in, they still drop it there and they don't bring it up to the apartment. So okay, no, we're still not quite low enough from here, are we? Actually, no, I think we might be. Okay, so if we come out this way. Yeah, if we come out this way and then we beeline straight for the chest there. I think we're going to be okay. Okay. Let's put a torch up there. Slit those up. Slit those up. We can maybe get out to that one as well. We can at least put some. Alright, we can at least bridge from here and put some torches out. Oh, we're parkouring. We're on an iron bar here, suspended above the void. Okay, let's oh, and yeah, it looks like that is another slime chunk there. Okay, let's see what's in this. Bread and an iron sword. That just made all of that effort worthwhile, right? It's like we couldn't want for more than that, right? That's just like peak loot there, right there. Okay, let's check that that's safe, and then now we can put some torches down over here. That should make this more proof. Can we get yes? So has anyone else been watching the Misadventures SMP lately? That is some good Minecraft content. It's a SMP set up by LD Shadow Lady, and they're basically building out an adventure map. So they're sort of building. They're all building sort of structures and stuff, but rather than just build a bunch of farms, they're sort of designing dungeons, and then those are going off and, like, behind the scenes, a team is setting things up with. with command blocks and that sort of all those sort of shenanigans to create actual dungeons, like RPG style dungeons in Minecraft. But I have just been binging that stuff lately. It's been great sort of background stuff while I've been working. It's mostly it's a lot of people from the Empire's. It's a lot of people from the Empire's SMP. A lot of people from the Life series, and then some others on top of that. There's some folk from the Guild SMP on there as well. The Guild and Castaways SMPs. So 2 of the creators from that are on there. There's just like there's some Hermitcraft folk on there. Well, I guess actually no. I guess those are it's actually Life series people, isn't it? But there's a big overlap between those 2. I don't think there's anything else around here to be had. I think we've got all of the loot. There's going to be nothing by the entrance, right? But yeah, it's been really interesting. It's just a different concept for a Minecraft series. And I've been quite enjoying watching it so far. So there's been a lot of dungeons being run. There's been a lot of dungeon grinding going on, and stuff. And then they're all starting to pick out spots where they're going to build new other dungeons. So, but yeah, it's just you guys know I like me a bit of redstone. I like a good old redstone automated farm, but they are actually trying to shy away from those, and instead they're looking at instead of having the redstone farms, like they have an iron mine. Instead of an iron farm, they have an iron mine where the mined iron regenerates after a while. So if you mine so the only blocks they can mine are like the iron blocks, and they switch to cobblestone as they mine them out. And then after some time, they'll regenerate back into iron. So that's how they're doing an iron farm sort of thing. Rather than have someone sat there AFK waiting for villagers to spawn golems and then for them to delete themselves, they're actively sort of running around doing something, and then there's mobs and stuff spawning in there. Which I think is a nice concept for a world. It's it takes the. It's like if you're not one for AFKing, then it gives the world a bit more flavour, I guess. Personally, I do like a bit of AFKing. It's great. Because to me, AFKing is like it's like a little bit of a protest, right? To me, it's you're stuck at work. You can't be at home gaming like you'd like to be. But it's like it's a little bit of a haha. See, I'm not meant to be gaming, but but I am. Even though I'm sat here in the office back home right now. Mobs are dying in huge quantities to feed my my need for resources. I don't know, that's my weird view on it, but you've never done an AFK farm in Minecraft, but you do them all the time for training. See, there's a game I've never got around to trying Terraria. I have it, I own it, it's installed on my Steam Deck. I've just never actually got around to booting it up. But and I feel like at this point I probably should have, right? I feel like you've got Terraria and you've got Core Keepers and you've got Minecraft, and they're basically all three of them are roughly similar games, except Minecraft is 3-dimensional and Terraria is 2-dimensional side view and Core Keepers is 2-dimensional top view. but they're all basically selling the same mechanic. I think Core Keepers is potentially the least similar of the bunch, but it's the one that I feel is probably closest to the mechanic from a top-down view. What do we think? Can we see anything else interesting? That looks like another entrance way. I can't really see any more chests over this way though. I think we might have got all the loot now. How can we get? I'm trying to work out if we can get down onto the bottom there. Here we go. We can come down this side. Put a floor in down here. Wait. Oh, I do not have any ladders on me. That was almost very stupid. Actually, no, it'll be fine. We can so we can go up in a spiral. Come right here. One there. One there. Okay, so now we get down. Let's try and get to the center. Let's also try and get over here and put some torches down, because this is all spawnable. Wait, do I not have any torches either? Okay, I'm really not being very sensible. Let's come out to this central bit at least. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that looks like a place where I might find treasure. Let's just have a little nose over this way. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything over here from what I can see. Looks like it's all cleared. Can't see anything through any of these sides. There's nothing being obscured. Yeah, no, it's all. Okay, so I think we've cleared it. I think we've cleared it. Let's go examine our spoils. Actually we'll take the stuff back, and then we'll have a look at what we've got back at the base. And then I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with this at a later date. Okay, so let's pack up what we can. Let's put this in here. What am I missing? Torches. We don't have. We used a bunch of those. So what do we have from our exploits today? Not those. I think this is all the chest loot. Yeah, let's take. I'm gonna leave the shears. I'll take the shears back with me. We'll leave one here. Fair morning on Mediterranean. Turn off water report. Probably safe there. Well, technically these ports are spawnable. Where are we? Okay, we've actually. That's lucky because we're still in the Nether Waste, and there is Crimson Forest around here somewhere, which is not a good place to be having open portals. I'll get back to the tunnels, and then I'll have a read of comments while we're zipping along the tunnels. So let's head up here. Before we go back, actually. No. I was thinking I could grab if I got some XP, I could then merge in a soul speed book into my boots. As we didn't do that as we replaced them earlier, but I can do. I'll do that after the stream. Fair warning and trainer. Turn off all the balls so you can craft the chests. Keep the wiki handy, you will need it. And night one, dig a little deletion hole and don't make a fully legal house. Yeah, I don't actually know much about training. I haven't really looked at it much. I do know that they have. It has a wiring system similar to like where Minecraft has redstone, but apparently you can overlap wires and stuff. I guess it becomes more important when you haven't got a third dimension, but. I think there's more of a story to it as well, though, right? Like you're actually meant to be doing something in that world. It's more dungeons and stuff. But okay, what have we got here? So let's have a look. We got a bunch of books. we've got some regular books. Those are not from the things. Okay, we've got a bit of iron and some ores. We've got the trims. Let's actually tier list this. So I think trims is probably second tier, and then we'll put aerial books. And then this is the junk tier. Okay, what do we got? So we got 65 spider cobwebs. These are going to be useful. We got 4 armor trims, smithing templates. Maybe we should look at applying. What do they actually look like? We should have a look at that and see how they look on our armor in a sec. We've got an impaling 4 book, density 4 and efficiency 3 book. Density might be useful when we finally get a mace. Sweeping edge 3 and efficiency 4 book. The efficiency one's maybe not that useful, but the sweeping edge one is definitely useful. If we ever lose our sword, that will come in very handy in replacing it. Okay, that can go in the garbage tier. We don't need it. That and a sharpness 3 book. Not the best, but we do need to get some sharpness together, because we still need to apply it to our axes. We've got 27 books, 5 apples, a saddle, an empty map, 7 coal. Those aren't too bad. Some random iron armor, and tools, some bread, and a couple of gold and iron ingots each. So yeah, okay. It's not the best haul. I mean, it still doesn't stack up anywhere near our treasure chest haul from the last 5 minutes of previous stream, but I'll take it. I'll take it. It's not a bad it's not a bad bit of kit. Bit of loot there. So let's have a look and see what does. I can't actually remember what the eye looks like. So I put that in. And I have the minimal armor mod on, so I can't actually see much. But I mean, redstone's probably not the best material for it, but we could maybe get away. We could maybe apply that to some stuff. Actually, let's disable the. Let's disable the resource pack for this for a second. So we take that out. Let's have a look and see what we get with our armor actually rendering. Okay. Okay, so that's not too bad. Yeah, no, that's alright. Yeah, I remember now. This one's a bit pants, to be honest. So, I mean, what is with that as an armor trim, right? I mean, skeletons are annoying enough. Do we really want to run around with a target on our belly? It's like, why? Why, Mojang? Why? Why is this a thing? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants a target. A giant target drawn on their stomach. The skellies already have aimbot. Right, let's put this redstone in here actually. We'll put that back on. How much space do we have in our junk chest? We're running out torch. These ones. Now we need something safe for the trims. Do we have any trims yet? If we did we get we didn't. Did we not get? I thought we got a. Did we get a trim from the ancient city? Where is the stuff from the ancient city? No, I don't. Okay, maybe we didn't get one. I'll put the trims in here for now though. I'll probably need someone to remind me of that at some point in the future when I'm running around here trying to find stuff. Which again is the reason why we need a storage system. I think the storage system is actually going to go, when I build it, it's going to go all the way out over here. So if you see this cross of cobble here, this is the size of this is the size I want to make the central island of our setup. So I've always said like this island here, this is one of the small ones. Yeah, I need a massive item sorter. So I think I'm actually going to do a multi-item sorter, so that we sort out we sort multiple items at once. Sorry, into a chest at once, and then we'll have some sort of bulk storage for other stuff. But yeah, it's like this this island here is as big as it is. This is what I've always said that's going to be one of our small islands. Let's get rid of this rain for a sec. Where's the bed? Where is our bed? Here it is. So yeah, if we head up the here. So yeah, so if you can see the distance there. So what I want to do is I want to put our storage system, I want to put that in the middle right there. Right in the middle of this section, and have it effectively have it as a cross shape. So have wings on each side. So we'll have our multi-item storage on one side, bulk item storage another, maybe some other type on next to that, or maybe we'll have like bulk and multi-item on different sides there, and then we'll put some other contraptions on the other two sides. But yeah, so when I say that like this island here is already Mahusif, right? It barely renders in without the Distant Horizons mod from here to the other side, and then that is going to be dwarfed in comparison to this one, which will spread from about here all the way out to the middle there, all the way across. So we're going to go all the way around here, all the way around to here, back out around. That's going to be our central base island. It's going to be the most ridiculously huge island, like, going. Yeah, so I think that's one thing I've been pondering. Is like potentially we'll have the farms in the Nether. I don't know if I will do the. I don't know if I'll funnel everything back to the main storage, but I might at least have set up the railway a bit smarter so that we can channel a bunch of chest minecarts back and move their contents over, and then sort of auto sort that. But to be honest, with most of them, we're going to have. This is another reason why I want the shulker boxes. So we'll have shulker boxes being automatically loaded from each of the farms, and then we can just chuck a bunch of those in our inventory, bring them back like 20 25 or so at a time. Chuck those into the sorter as full boxes. That will be, I think that's what we'll probably do with the bulk, but yeah, it's just going to be huge. And then, as I said, we're going to have our storage somewhere there in the middle. Weirdly, this is actually not that far in the overworld, so I need to figure out what I'm going to do with portals. But once we've got our portals hooked up, and then we've also got we'll need some chunk loaders over there. Is the other concern. So I'm worried that we'll probably end up breaking our portal down here. It'll take some finagling to get a portal close as well, without messing with the chunk loaders, but yeah, it's gonna be huge when we're done. But yeah, once we have once we have our witch farm set up for the once there's a witch farm set up for the redstone and we've got a decent supply, maybe a decent supply of sand so that we can make some glass and make it all fancy in there. And then we've got and I guess we'll also need some other bits and pieces to get it going. But yeah, once we've got all that set up, we'll have a massive storage area there. We'll start building out this huge island as well once this one's done. Although actually, I might do another one here first, because I'm thinking we put our mob farm over here in the area there, and then we'll have another island there, another one over there, and another one over there. This will be our villager island. We'll have a smaller mob farm island. We might have a smaller water island. So I need to have a look at where the rivers and stuff flow around here. Or if there's any ocean and stuff, see if we can get somewhere where fish will spawn. As that could be a good place to put a water island. See if we can get some water creatures to spawn. One of the big islands will probably be a sort of a zoo. We'll try and build some enclosures, put all of the various mobs of the game in it. One of these big islands will probably also be farms and stuff. So we'll build ourselves a fancy iron farm on one. Yeah, so we have a lot of plans. We have a lot of plans in the future, as well as we're gonna have to turn one of these guardian temples into a prismarine farm at some point. We've still got our witch farm to build. We've got the ice farm to finish. Yeah, so still plenty more for us to do in this world. Plenty more to do in this world. We're gonna be here for a long time. And hopefully by the end of it, it's gonna really start to look fancy. It's like I am excited to see just how far we can take this, because I'm thinking, like, we've got this massive island here. If I do another one on this, another one here, and then we have a few of those, and they're all interconnected, and like each one has a different kind of theme. It's like, how is that actually going to end up looking? Because it's like when we come to do our mob museum, it's like there's a few things we could do there, right? We could either go for a theme parky one. I think Scar's doing that on Hermitcraft at the moment, so maybe we avoid that, but we could do like, we could also do like something a bit more high tech, modern, like a research lab where all of the mobs are in there as research subjects. That could be interesting. Yeah, and then once we've got all this done and we've torn out some of these structures as well, we'll be able to see like, well, we can already see there is our ice farm, there is our witch farm, that is a platformer. I was building out some space for a future copper farm, and we can see where our we can see somewhere out in the distance there is where the sand stuff is going to be. Yeah, we can't. This is the one side we can't see things in because we can't actually see our mob switch because it's about 8,000 blocks that way. 8 to 9,000 blocks that way, and that one that's about the only thing that we've built in this world that's sort of out of render distance from our base now that we've got the Distant Horizons mod installed, which I find kind of cool. So once we've got all these things in and we can start seeing them from each other, I think it's really going to come together, and we'll be able to like really see just what we've pulled off in the world. So yeah, I know our currently our base is a cobblestone monstrosity, but this will go, and we will fill it with we will fill the world with far more interesting structures. Yeah, it's been a good few hours now, so I'm probably going to call 3.5. Okay, 3.5. So much for my 3 hours tops for streams rule. So again, this is not going very well, but I am gonna head off and grab some lunch. Thank you all for joining. If you have liked the video, give it a like, and if you wanna, if the crazy plans that I was just talking about interest you, give the channel a subscription, hit the notification bell, and hopefully I can see you all in the next one, which will either be a search for Pal Oak, or more sculpting of the Ice Islands, depending on whether or not my mods have updated. But yeah, so have a good rest of your day, however much of it is left, and I will see you all next week. Bye.